Welcome to our channel, where we update the most shocking, breathtaking, and dramatic developments of the hit TV series Beyond the Gates. If you love unexpected twists, hidden family secrets, and tragedies that keep viewers glued to the screen, then join us on our journey to discover the horrifying truths behind that seemingly peaceful gate. And today, we bring you a development that will make even the most loyal viewers exclaim in amazement. When Nicole discovers that Martin is not Ted's biological son, a shock that shakes every foundation of belief she has ever had. Nicole walks into the medical records room with a heavy heart, holding the documents she just received from the internal testing system. She used to think she was used to lifeless numbers, everyday medical results, but this time is completely different. These were the DNA results of Martin, the son she had always believed was the crystallization of her love for Ted. But suspicions began to grow the day Martin was admitted to the hospital with severe blood loss, and when his blood type did not match Ted's, something Nicole immediately sensed was wrong. Although she initially tried to reassure herself with rare scientific reasons or laboratory errors, her mother's intuition would not let her rest. She had secretly requested a retest of Martin and Ted's DNA samples, hiding all traces and using a fake code name to prevent any possibility of being discovered. Now the printed sheet in her hand revealed the cold, undeniable truth: Martin had no blood connection to Ted. Nicole's entire body froze as if frozen in the middle of a harsh winter. Each letter, each comparison number in the results was like a dagger stabbing into her heart. A series of memories rushed back like a slow-motion film, the anxious but happy months of pregnancy. Ted's bright eyes when he first touched Martin's tiny hand, the laughter, the family evenings together that seemed to last forever. But in just a moment, everything disappeared. Everything that had once been true was now just an illusion woven from a false belief. Nicole was not only shocked, but also fell into a state of extreme panic. She didn't know what to do. Didn't know how to face the man she had once trusted completely. Leaving the hospital with a pale face, Nicole drove like a machine, her heart aching with each contraction. She thought of Martin, the innocent child still sleeping soundly in the cozy little room at home, the place she and Ted had meticulously designed for their first child. The boy knew nothing, and in Nicole's heart, Martin was still her son, the flesh and blood she bore. But now, every time she looked into her son's eyes, she would forever carry within her the painful question: who was the boy's real father? In the following days, Nicole lived like a shadow, trying to pretend to be normal so as not to arouse Ted's suspicion. But inside her was a raging storm with no way out. Images of that party night many years ago when she drank too much, the hazy memories appeared clearer than ever. Maybe in a moment of losing control, she had gone too far with someone else that she didn't remember clearly. The feeling of guilt weighed so heavily that she couldn't breathe, and worse, she didn't know how to face Ted. He was the one who always protected the family, the exemplary father, and the husband she thought she would never leave. But if he knew the terrible truth, would that love be enough to keep them together? Nicole had thought she could keep the truth hidden forever. She kept the test results locked away in a drawer. But the trauma would not be locked away. It haunted her in her sleep, waking her in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. It made her no longer look at Ted the same. And every time Martin said Dad, her heart clenched. She didn't know how long it would take for the truth to come out, but she could feel it approaching like an undertow, ready to sweep away everything she had tried to hold on to. The nightmare came true when Ted, while cleaning Nicole's office, accidentally found a copy of the test results printed out and tucked into a seemingly harmless file. The cold numbers hit him, and in that moment, Ted's world collapsed. He stood there, stunned, then fell into a rage. Without asking anyone, he understood what was happening. The son he loved, the one he sacrificed his youth to raise, now had no bloodline of his own. The feeling of betrayal squeezed his heart, and that pain turned to rage. Nicole panicked when she learned that Ted had discovered the truth. But when she went to him, the look he gave her was no longer that of a husband, but the look of a man stabbed in the back by the person he trusted the most. No excuse could heal that wound. Ted left the house. leaving Nicole collapsed on the floor, and Martin standing silently in the corner, not understanding what had just happened. The once warm house became as cold as winter was pouring in through the windows. But the tragedy did not stop there. When Ted left, Nicole fell into a spiral of torment and pain. She began to rummage through every memory, checking all her past relationships, comparing the time of her pregnancy, finding faces that had appeared in her life. And the more she investigated, the more she realized that there was a man who had disappeared from her life at the same time Martin was conceived, a brief, nameless relationship, but one that could have been her real father. That terrified her even more, because if his identity was exposed, it could lead to a chain of events even more devastating than what she was facing. Nicole is at a crossroads of choice. Continue to live with the guilt, trying to hold on to the broken pieces of her once happy family, or bravely expose the whole truth, including finding out the identity of her real father, a journey that may dig up past secrets that she was never ready to face. Whichever path she chooses, she knows that there will be no easy way, and pain is inevitable. But perhaps, only by facing the truth can she find final peace. Thank you for following the shocking and emotional developments in today's episode. If you want to continue accompanying us to discover untold secrets, unexpected twists and moments that shake the entire Beyond the Gates family, don't forget to follow and subscribe to our channel today so you don't miss any upcoming shocking episodes.